Okay, friends, welcome. Welcome to the class. Today we are going to we are going to discuss about carrier to noise ratio, that is CNR. CNR means carrier to noise ratio, and CNR is defined as the ratio of RMS carrier power to RMS noise power. So how the CNR is defined? It is defined as the ratio of RMS carrier power to RMS noise power at the input of the RF receiver following the photo detection process. So, this is known as CNR. The total CNR is given by CNR is equal to carrier power by source plus photodiode plus amplifier plus intermodulation noises. Okay. So how this carrier to noise, it is defined as the ratio of RMS carrier power to RMS noise power. Okay, at the input of the RF receiver following the photo detection process. Multi-channel transmission techniques. So what are the multi-channel transmission techniques we are discussing here, or CATV, that is cable TV. Okay. In broadband analog applications such as cable TV, super trunks, etc. One needs to send multiple analog signals over the same fiber. This can be done by employing a multiplexing technique where a number of baseband signals are superimposed. So, electrically on a set of n subcarriers that have different frequencies, that is F1, F2 up to Fn. Next, multi-channel amplitude modulation. So, what is the multi-channel amplitude modulation? Modulated carrier frequencies, that are F1 to Fn, we are giving to RF power. So modulated carrier frequencies from F1 to Fn we are giving. And next, composite FDM signals. So how this composite FDM, next to the block is RF power combiner. So here the combinants and composite FDM signal. Okay, again composite FDM signal, and then it is given to laser transmitter. And this laser transmitter through optical channel, it is optical, it will be sent it to optical receiver. And in optical receiver, composite FDM signal is again sent it to band pass filters, and again F1 to Fn signals are emitted in the receiver sections, okay, or released in the receiver section. So next, multi-channel frequency modulation. So the use of amplitude modulation VSB signals for transmitting multiple analog channels is straightforward and simple, but S by N requirement is 40 dB for each AM channel, which places very stringent requirements on laser and receiver linearity. Alternative techniques is FM. Okay, another alternative technique is FM. Each subcarrier is frequency modulated by a message signal. This requires a wider bandwidth, 30 MHz versus 4 MHz for AM, but yields a SNR ratio improvement over the carrier to noise ratio. So again, subcarrier multiplexing block diagram is shown in the below figure. That is, message signal Sn of t and the message signal S1 of t are sent to the different modulated carriers, and there is a mixer also which contains of local oscillator and that are given to RF power combiner, and again it will composite the RF signal and it is sent to the laser driver, and the laser diode will be present. In laser diode the optical fiber will be there. Okay, the laser diode. So here both the fiber optic transmitter and RF electronics both will be present. Okay, both will be present. Subcarrier multiplexing diagram. There should be modulating carriers and composite RF signal, and then local oscillator also will be present. RF over fiber. So, what is RF over fiber? So, the radio frequency signal at microwave and millimeter wave frequencies are used in applications such as radar, satellite links, broadband terrestrial radios, and cable television networks. Traditionally, these RF systems use wireless or coaxial cable links for transporting the microwave signal from receiving and elements, that is antenna to a signal processing center. Okay, radio frequency signals. So radio frequency over fiber, the three major modules are RF2 optical signal converting device at the transmitting end. The three major modules are RF2 optical signal converting the device at the transmitting end, optical to RF signal converting device at the receiving end. Okay, optical to RF signal, and optical fiber join these two modules. Optical to RF signal converting device at the receiver end, and optical fiber that joins these two modules. RF over fiber. So, optical fibers offer certain advantages over coaxial cables, such as smaller size, lower losses, wider bandwidths, and immune to electromagnetic interference effects. The methods for transmitting microwave analog signals over an optical fiber link is known as RF over fiber techniques. So here another block diagram is there that represents radio frequency signals over fiber. So there are constant optical output, laser diode that is given to RF modulator where the RF input will be there, and RF to optical converter also will be there. The optical fiber line. Optical fiber line. Through optical fiber line it will be detected in photo detector, and that electrical signals are sent to RF receiver amplifier where the optical to radio frequency converter is present, and that is given as RF output. Okay, that is given as RF output. RF input we are giving to the optical fiber line and we are getting the RF output. Okay, RF modulator here, RF to optical converter and optical to RF converter. Okay, this is over the radio frequencies over fiber. Radio over fiber link. So what is radio over fiber link? The application of radio frequency over fiber technology is in broadband wireless access network for interconnecting antenna base station with the central controlling office. The radio over fiber link. Here a collection of antenna base stations provide wireless connectivity to subscribers by means of millimeter wave frequencies. by means of millimeter wave frequencies. The subscribers are located up to 1 kilometer from a local base station. The BSCs are connected to a microcell control stations in the central office, which is responsible for functions such as RF modulation and demodulation, channel control and switching and routing of customer calls. This is the radio over fiber link. Here, microcell central control office will be there, and through this office, the antenna base station will be presented. The different antenna base stations are there. So, micros optical fiber links will be propagated for antenna base stations, antenna base stations, and then. Also, antenna base station will also from mobile to antenna base station there should be some antenna. So here it is propagating the connection or communication between the transmitter and the receiver. The micro cell extent should be up to 1 kilometer. Okay.